Good evening and welcome to the island for a matchup between the Kingman Islanders and the Wichita Black Sox. Let's read off the starting lineup, starting with the Black Sox. Leading off playing shortstop, number 1, Phillips. Batting second, playing second base, number 19, Hansen. Batting third, playing third base, number 16, Preston. Batting cleanup, first baseman, number 40, Chavez. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 23, Hall. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 27, Payton. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 10, Borden. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 47, Jennings. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 44, Elliott. And the starting pitcher for the Black Sox, number 32, Welch. And now the starting lineup for your Kingman Islanders. Leading off, the designated hitter, number 24, Reese. Batting second, the center fielder, number 2, Yurvich. Batting third, the second baseman, number 27, Ben Wallachek. Batting cleanup, the third baseman, number 12, Friend. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 21, Lynn. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 40, Clayton. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 33, Helm. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 25, Reese. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 1, Hake. And on the mound for the Islanders, number 6, McNeil. All right, the starting lineups have been read off. We are ready for baseball down here on the island of Riverside Park here in Kingman. It's a nice day out for baseball. Here will be the last warm-up pitch. We'll be able to get started. Leading off for the Black Sox will be Phillips. On the mound for the Islanders is McNeil. McNeil attends Cloud Community College. Got just the third of an inning of work this past season. But that first pitch fouled off. The one pitch fires inside. 1-1 count. Here's the delivery. Oh, he's going to miss out. That one's going to be in there for strike 2. Just got the outside part of the plate. 1-2 pitch. Field delivers. Check swing fouled off. One-two pitch again. And it'll ring him up for strike 3. Strikeout sponsored by the Eagles Pub and Golf Course. Thank you, Sean and Christy Snyder, for supporting your Kingman Islanders. Now up to the plate for the Black Sox, Hansen.
After a strikeout on the first batter, that pitch runs inside. That happened in the last at bat. It was the second pitch after the first pitch foul ball. It's the only ball of that last at bat. 1-0 pitch in their first strike. Evens the count up at 1 for Hansen. Pitch outside part of the plate, catches it. That's off speed. There from Neal. Gets himself ahead of the count 1-2 for the second time in as many batters so far this game. That pitch. Way outside, way in the dirt. That one's going to be a ball. 100 times out of 100. When the batter doesn't swing, at the very least. Evens count up 2-2. One out here, top of the first inning. Theo fires. One's outside. Runs the count full. Payoff pitch to Hansen. Inside, ball 4.
Now to the plate for the Black Sox, number 16, Preston.
Preston steps into the box. Lefty. That pitch misses for ball 1. That pitch swung on, grounded to second base. Walchek can't field it. He'll get the out at first, though. So double play ball there. Only gets 1.
Stepping up to the plate for the Black Sox, number 40, Chavez.
So now 2 outs here. Runner on second for the Black Sox. First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. Is the 0-1 pitch. McNeil's been getting ahead in counts, says there's going to be another whiff. As Chavez down 0-2 now. Oh-2 pitch, swung on, hit high on the left field. And that one's going to drop for a blue hit. A run will score for the Black Sox. And a bloop single for Chavez. Placed really between left fielder, shortstop, and third baseman. No one could really get to it.
Stepping up to the plate for the Black Sox, number 23, Hall.
So the Black Sox take an early lead here in the top of the first. That pitch edges the outside part of the plate for strike one. So again, ahead in the count is McNeil. Picks off the pitch. The catcher. That pitch way outside. Evens the count at one. One pitch. Foul kick. Back to the netting. One-two pitch. Swung on and missed for strike three, and that will retire the side. McNeil gets out of it. One run allowed on one hit.
Stepping up to the plate for the Islanders, number 24, Kyle Reese.
Reese returning to the Islanders from last year. Tim's Pratt Community College as he goes for that first pitch. Gonna miss low for ball one. Another pitch. High. So now Reese goes up 2-0 to lead off. The Islanders half of the first inning down 1-0. And that third pitch will hit him. And he'll go to first base.
Stepping up to the plate for the Islanders, number 2, Gavin Yurovich.
Yurovich. Been on the Islanders a few years now. Pitch low for ball one. Every single pitch from thrown by Welch so far has missed the strike zone. 1-0 pitch. And looks a bit high for ball 2. Urbich attends Mid-America Christian University. That pitch swung on, grounded just past the shortstop. And Reese is going to dig for third and get there. Urbich goes to second. Now Islanders have 2 runners in scoring position. Wolochek steps up to the plate.
Now after that for the Islanders, number 27, Ben Wolochek.
Wolochek also been on the Islanders for a few years now. First pitch taken for ball 1. Wolochek's been playing at Pratt Community College. Is a commit to Indiana State, a team that made the NCAA tournament this year. So he'll take that pitch, ball 2. That pitch swung on, hit into center field. Challow, center fielder, comes back and grabs it. But Reese tags up and scores from third. So sacrifice fly there for Wolochek. Ties the game up at 1. Still nobody out for the Islanders.
Stepping up to the plate for the Islanders, number 12, Nolan Friend.
Friend stepping up to the plate. Player at Cloud Community College as he fouls off that first pitch. Nolan is a hometown player. Went to Kingman High School. A 1 pitch. Pop foul. It'll go out of play. Make the count 0-2. Trim down 0-2. Nobody out for the Islanders. Tie ball game 1-1 as that pitch is low for ball 1. That pitch fouled off. Stays alive. Is Friend. Count remains 1-2. Still nobody out. Runner on second. And Urovich. I keep being mistaken. There is 1 out. Wolochek flew out. Sacrifice fly. He's center field. 2-2 count. Friend grounded up the middle. That'll be a base hit, and that'll probably be a run. And it is. As Urovich comes home, gives the Islanders an early lead. I believe I said the exact same thing about the Black Sox at the top half of this inning. First pitch popped up. Will be fouled out of play.
At the play for the Islanders, number 21, Austin Lynn.
Lynn, a sophomore from Emporia State. From Las Vegas, Nevada. He'll take ball 1. Evens the count. He'll take swing out of that pitch, miss it for strike 2. Pickoff attempted over at first base. Runner gets back. That pitch misses 2-2 count. That ball grounded over to third. Double play opportunity here. They'll get Trend at second. But there will be no play at first as the win makes it to first base safely.
Coming up to the plate for the Islanders, number 40,
Now 2 outs for the Islanders. Pickoff attempt over to first base. It's not going to get him. Lynn back in time. Clayton, one of many players on the Islanders roster attending Cloud County Community College. That pickoff attempt was a bit closer, but still didn't get Lynn over at first base as there's a first pitch. It's going to be in there for a strike on the outside part of the plate. Umpire being a little bit generous with the outside part of the plate today. That pitch going to be high. Ball 1. Clayton hacks at that. Pitch down the middle. Can't make contact. That'll be strike 2, 1-2 count. Now Islanders lead 2-1. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. That ball going to be driven out into right field. One's going to get down. And it's going to be well extra bases for Clayton, and he'll get into third. A run will score. Islanders take a 3-1 lead. I think ball check. That is a sac fly.
They caught it?
I'm pretty sure he wasn't on base after. Stepping up. Guess Carter's not getting. That's right. I might cut out for the PA announcing, but Helm steps up to the plate. So he'll take strike 1. Carter Helm just graduated from Kingman High School a few weeks ago. Committed to Barton County Community College. So he'll take a pitch. It's way inside on him. 1-1 count. Swung on and missed. One-two pitch. It's going to be low. Evens up the count. Thank you to Coach Toby Munns over at first base, making sure everyone knows that Helm did not swing. And that pitch going to ring him up for strike 3. That'll retire the side, but not before the Islanders get 3 runs across. A big scoring inning there as the score is 3-1 after 1. You know, if the mic's not working, I'm not gonna use the mic. All right, time for the second inning baseball. Designated hitter Pate steps up to the plate. That first pitch from McNeil misses, ball one. That pitch swung on, fouled down the third base line. 1-1 count. That pitch going to be swung on, grounded down the third base line again. This time it's in fair territory. Throw over to first base is in time for the first out. Friend makes the play.
Oh, no kidding. And it was a little smaller.
The pitch going to miss for ball one to Borden. 1-0 pitch also misses on low. Looked like it might have been a little bit inside as well. That one's definitely low as it hits what would be dirt if we did not have a turfing field here at George Arnsdorf Memorial Field. That one's going to get in there for strike one. The 3-1 pitch, gonna miss. So ball four puts Borden on base. Last inning walk that got on base. Came around to score on a bloop single. It's Jennings, the catcher, comes to the plate for the Black Sox. First pitch, way outside, ball one. That pitch fouled down the third base line. Gonna even up the count, 1-1. One pitch, catches inside part of the plate. Gonna be strike two, 1-2 count. Those are really good pitch there from McNeil. And that one swung on, grounded down the third base line, as so many balls have this inning. But alas, it's another foul. 1-2 pitch again. Fouled this time to the other side. So foul ball is getting hit to all fields this at bat as Jennings fights to stay alive. So we will see another 1-2 pitch. That one's going to miss. Evens up the count at 2 apiece. That pitch, it's going to be low. Runs the count full. I believe this next pitch will be the 8th of the at-bat. McNeil deals. That one's going to be in there. Called strike 3. Puts him away for the second out. Runner on first. Islanders lead 3-1 here in the top of the second. As Elliott steps to the plate, the pickoff gets away from Clayton over at first base, but runner will stay. So no real harm done. No error on the scorecard, as the runner didn't make an attempt to advance. That's going to be a ground ball. A heck of a play by Clayton to get it over to second base for the third out. Islanders lead 3-1 in the middle of the second inning. All right, here we go. Islanders half of the second inning after scoring 3 in the first. Reese steps up to the plate. Will lead off the inning for the Islanders. First pitch. Gonna miss for ball 1. Corey Reese, this is at the plate, has a low stance and he'll explode with a base hit on the left field, and leadoff man on base for the Islanders. Now striker Hake steps up to the plate, the shortstop for the Islanders. Runner on first. Islanders lead 3-1. Bottom of the second inning. That pitch gonna miss inside ball 1. Hake once again, another player from Cloud County Community College, which is not quite half the players on the Islanders roster, but saying that wouldn't be too much of an exaggeration. They are kind of a feeder system for our summer ball team. That pitch will miss outside. That pitch going to be low, as he's missed just about everywhere you can this at bat. If he's going to walk him, ball four might as well be high. Instead, it will be low as Hake walks it. And Reese comes up to the plate, specifically Kyle Reese. Corey Reese is out standing on second base after his leadoff single and Hake's walk. First pitch. There's the pitch that misses high. Ball one. That pitch is going to be way inside. Honestly, not entirely sure how that missed him. 2-0 count. That pitch going to be in there for a strike. The first strike he's thrown in 6 pitches, and there will be another one as Reese fouls that pitch off, evens the count at 2. Walchek was eager to retrieve that foul ball, but not going to be his day, unfortunately, in that regard. Maybe it will be later tonight, but not this time for him. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled again. Jurovich will go grab that one. The umpire will send a new ball to the pitcher. Welch deals. Swung on, grounded to second base. Going to get the out at second, and there's not going to be a play at first. So just one out for the Black Sox on that play. We'll send Hake to the dugout. Jurovich steps up to the plate. Jurovich from the Wichita area. He's from Mays. He will take ball 1 on the outside. There's that pitch, swung on, hit out into right field for a base hit at the very least. Jurovich going to dig for second. A run's going to come across, and a double. I don't know if it was standing, but it might have well have been for Jurovich. And now 4th run. Half as many innings for the Islanders. Spaden Walchek steps to the plate. Mentioned Jurovich from the Wichita area. Walchek from Wichita, the city. So lots of players from around this part of Kansas, as that's where most of our teams are located, but we do have a few from elsewhere in the state and even around the country, around the continent, I should say. That pitch going to be swung on. Fouled off of Walczak's leg, and he is not in good shape right now. We'll try and walk it off. It's never fun to foul off a pitch off yourself. Coach is going to come over, check on him, make sure he's doing all right, see if they need to make a change. I don't know if it came across on the broadcast, but Walczak did let out not quite a scream, but a groan as after he got hit with that. And it's never a good feeling to get hit with the baseball, whether it's thrown at you, hit at you, anything. The player swings the bat as hard as these guys do, and it hitting him that quickly after it came off the bat can't feel good, but he'll stay in there. As the count is 0-2, and he'll ground that one down the first base line. It'll be foul. And he will just go back to the plate before the ball even reaches the glove of an infielder. And I feel like he's playing through it, but Walczak is hurt right now. But he will line that one out into center field. He's well enough to round first base, and he's not going to dig for second. Probably the right move, but a couple runs come across. The 2-run single for Walczak keeps the Islanders rolling here in the bottom of the second. Now an old friend up to the plate, and I keep mentioning players from around the area. I don't think you can get any closer to where Nolan is from. He's from, went to Kingman High School, which is not right here. It's across town, like literally all the way across town from here. Just about a far away in Kingman. But played ball here. It's the ballpark the Islanders play on. It's the ballpark that Kingman High School, the Eagles, also play on. That pitch gonna miss. It's gonna be ball 2. Walczak over on first base. Islanders lead 6-1 now. Here, bottom of the second inning, that ball gets away from the first baseman on the pickoff attempt. Walczak will go to second. So 2 count still after that botched pickoff attempt. Walczak goes to third, and he'll be in there for a stolen base. For a guy who fouled a pitch off his leg earlier this inning, he's looking real good, making his way over to third base. So now a runner 90 feet away as Friend has a 3-0 count. Like that, a 4-0 count as he'll draw a walk. Now runners on the corners for Austin Lynn. And as I've been mentioning the players from around the area, here comes a guy from Las Vegas, Nevada. Halfway across the country out west. Does play college in the state though, also not really nearby at Emporia State. It's a getting win on the team. was not a formality. I believe he's one of 2 Hornets on the roster, both of them new to the Islanders this year. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one's going to be on the outside edge for a strike. 1-2 the count. Welch deals, grounded back to Welch, and he'll just get the out over at first. With a second out, Wallachek running really well that inning, which he's an electric talent, but still can't be feeling great after fouling that pitch off his leg. Feels good enough to come across for the run to score. 7-1 now, Islanders lead as Luke Clayton, the first baseman, comes up to the plate. One of 2 first basemen in this game wearing the number 40. Chavez for the Black Sox also wears 40. That pitch is going to miss outside, ball 1. That pitch going to miss for ball 2. And Clayton, I'm going to be honest with you, from Prairie Village, Kansas. I'm not entirely sure where that's at. Just about any other player on the team, I could give you like a general idea of where their city is located. I have no idea. But he goes to Cloud County, as many players on the Islanders do. The 2-1 pitch driven out into right field over the fielder's head. It's going to be extra bases and another run for the Islanders. As Clayton with an RBI double keeps the hits coming for Kingman. While we have time during these pitchers mound, I did just look it up. Prairie Village up in the Kansas City area. When I looked up on Google, it said it was in the metropolis, so suburb of Kansas City, population of about 20,000. This guy, I do not have to look up where he's from. I mentioned Carter just graduated. First pitch, going to be swung on, grounded down the third base line. Carter's an athlete, and I don't know that he would have beat that throw out if it hadn't missed, but that's going to be another run for the Islanders regardless. Oh no, that's probably going to be squared with an error, but Carter used his speed, made it close regardless. It's not going to end up mattering, as he'll be on first base no matter what. Reese steps up to the plate. It's going to be grounded. Second baseman makes a dive for it, can't get it. Helm going to hold up at second. Looked like he was going to round it. Throw comes in. Will be chased back. Not aggressively, but he got chased back. So now 2 outs as the Islanders have officially batted around here this inning. Hake steps back up to the plate. And he'll line one out into right field. Helm rounds third, and he's going to go, and he's going to score, and the Islanders now lead by 10. First pitch swinging for striker Hake. Another visit to the pitcher's mound for the Black Sox. On about a turnover. Yet again, we'll have the third time through the order before the second inning ends. So now Reese steps up to the plate. He was the first batter in the bottom of the first inning, and now 1 inning, 2 outs, and 11 runs later, he's back at the plate with runners on second and third after a steal of second base from Hake. 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs, 1-1 count now to Kyle Reese. That pitch going to be popped up out into right field, and that will finally end the second inning. But not before the Islanders add on 8 as they lead 11-1 heading into the third.
Hey Chris, it should be 10 instead of 11. Or you can.
I'll just do it like this.
Yeah, there you go.
I figured because I think I misclicked it.
Yeah, you're fine. I just didn't want them to get too hopeful for something and it not be right.
Now we'll go to the third inning. There's been a score correction. The score is 10-1, not 11-1. Still a great inning for the Islanders, but they scored 7 instead of 8 that last inning, which may be a formality, just may not matter too much in the grand scheme of things, but we do want to be accurate with the score. As that pitch misses, it'll be 2-1 count now from McNeil to Phillips. Phillips gonna line it to the shortstop, can't make the play. That'll be a base hit. Striker got off his feet, looked like he could have had it, just not quite there. Was a tough play. Hansen now steps up to the plate, trailing by 9. The Black Sox trying to get something going. As he'll show bunt, pull it back for ball 1. That pitch gonna be in there for a strike. Umpire waited a second to make his call. Gives us a little bit of suspense in a game where there's not a lot of it right now. 1-1 count. It's gonna miss low. 2-1 now. Pickoff attempt gets away from Clayton as Phillips gonna dig for third on the error, and he will take that extra 2 bases. Clayton and Reese both went after that ball. Ball gonna be low for ball 1, or ball 3, I suppose. Completely blanked that there was already a batter at the plate after that error. Gave Phillips 2 bases as he'll swing and miss at that one, runs the count at full. Now Hansen take his time, collect himself before stepping back in. No pitch clock in the Jayhawk Collegiate League, so I don't want to say you can take as long as you want, because I'm sure at some point the umpires would be like, all right, this is ridiculous, but there's no official timer as Coach Mons makes a fantastic play with his bare hand to grab that foul ball. That one's going to miss for ball 4 on a full count. So now runners on the corners, nobody out. 9-run lead for the Islanders as Preston steps to the plate, the third baseman. That one's going to be grounded foul. Down the first base line. Makes sense, as Preston is a lefty. Been making a big deal of all the fouls down the third baseline, but it does make sense that most balls will be pulled, because that one's going to miss high for ball 1. That one's going to be swung on, grounded over to first base. Clayton will take it himself for the first out. Runner goes to second, but No run comes across. So now 2 runners in scoring position as Chavez comes to the plate, the first baseman for the Black Sox. Think about the Black Sox. A lot of the players have their pants just to their ankles. You can't see a lot of their socks, but the players that do have their pants up just a little bit higher do seem to be wearing black socks, so their team name holds true. As Chavez swings and misses on that first pitch. You see Hansen over at second base. He's one of the guys that you can see has black socks on. That's a very hard hit foul ball. That might be in the Minnesota River. But a strike nonetheless. 0-2 count now to Chavez with 1 out. Islanders lead 10-1. Top of the 3rd inning. That one's going to be lined out deep to left field. And that one's going to go off the top of the fence. I don't know if I've seen anything quite like that. I've seen it a couple of times in Major League Baseball, but I've never seen that here in Kingman. I have not seen a ball be that close to being out, but just missed. So a 2-run double there puts the Black Sox still down 7 runs, but still 6 innings after this one. Never say never. That ball's going to miss. 1-0 count now to Hall. I'm a student at the University of Kansas. Our college baseball team had a 10-1 lead against TCU in the Big 12 tournament. They ended up having to win in extras. So a 10-1 lead is not insurmountable by any means, especially with players that play at the college level. There's a 3-0 count now from McNeil. Threatens to put on Hull. But that pitch gets in there for a strike now, a 3-1 count. And that one not going to be in there for a strike as it hits the ground. It's going to be a mound visit. Talk to McNeil. Now step aside for a second as well. Now stepping up to the plate is Pate. I did not intend to rhyme there, but sometimes that's fate. That was intentional, the Fate one. As there's going to be a fly ball under right field, just shallow enough to where Reese couldn't get to it. So a base hit moves Hall over to second. Chavez over to third. Now bases loaded for Borden. 10-3 lead for the Islanders. 1 out. Borden's going to ground it to third base. the run comes across as that one just gets past friend. Base is still loaded, and Coach Munns comes out yet again. And that'll be all for Snyder today. Brings in Reitmeyer to pitch. Reitmeyer played for the Islanders last year. He's more of a hitter than a pitcher, if I remember correctly, at least at home. They're going to put him on the mound here. Reitmeyer, one of a couple players on the Islanders roster, attending Barton Community College. He's from around the area, from Cheney. I believe Cheney also has a collegiate league team. It's not in the Jayhawk, but the Islanders played them a few years back. They're in the Sunflower League. So that's going to be a strike. That one's going to be fouled back. 0-2 now. Number 4 comes in. 2 straight strikes to Jennings, who in his last at-bat battled. And that's going to be a ball low. And that pitch gets away from Helm. He's going to get back to it in time to make a throw to Reitmeyer, but could not secure it, could the pitcher. So a run does come across, and now it's not so much of a blowout. Now, 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out, the 5-run deficit. And this is what I meant by Jennings being able to battle another foul ball. Nice pitch. Gonna miss outside. Here are a couple of calls for a balk there from, I believe it was the Black Sox dugout, maybe a couple fans. As that pitch will ring him up. Strike 3, and now 2 outs. 1 step closer to making this not quite a disaster for the Islanders. Elliott steps to the plate. Reitmeyer is going to deliver that one, and it'll be fouled. Oh, 1 count now. Center fielder Elliott. The pitch going to be low. Ball got away from Helm there for a second. Looks like Chavez wanted to, or excuse me, that's Pate, wanted to come home. But that pushed back to third. He was safe there. That pitch just misses. That one's been called a strike most of the day, but it was outside. 2-1 count now. That one's going to be a check swing, and he did go. So now two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the third inning for the Black Sox. Runners on second and third. They trail by 5. That one's going to miss. Full count. So now scoreboard all lit up. And that walk will load the bases as Elliott gets on base. So now lineup turns over. And the man who led off the inning for the Black Sox is going to step to the plate again with 2 outs. It's ball 1. That pitch fouled back. Going to be 1-1 count. Islanders held a 2-run lead after the first inning, added 7 to their total. And now that pitch misses for ball 2. And now the Black Sox here in the top of the third, after going down without a run in the second, have added 4 to their total. And it's a 5-run game here with the bases loaded as a 3-1 count to Phillips threatens to score yet another run. That pitch swung on, missed. Count runs full again. And now again we got a 3-2 count with 2 outs. This time with the bases loaded. Something's going to happen here. Unless it's a foul ball. And that pitch gonna miss. Ball 4 scores a run. Pate comes across. Now 6-10. And just like that, the tying run at the plate, the potential tying run, I should say, at the plate for the Black Sox. 2 outs here as that pitch misses. Reitmeyer came into the game through his first 2 pitches, strikes, but has walked each of the last 2 batters. But that pitch swung on and missed. Not too many of his pitches drawing contact. That pitch going to be in there for a strike. So now Reitmeyer's ahead in the count, 1-2. Hansen has an uphill battle to try and get some of these runners on base to score. That pitch going to be inside, evens up the count at 2 apiece. Now 2 ball, 2 strike, 2 out. 10-6 the score. Islanders lead, top of the third. And a weak ground ball over to Wallachek at second base. That'll put him away. Retire the side. And the Islanders escape with a 4-run lead here in the top of the third. And the offense was rolling last inning. Let's see if maybe that Black Sox rally cooled them off a little bit. Leading off the inning for the Islanders, Kevin Jurovich steps to the plate after the 7-run second inning for the Islanders. And the 5-run top of the third for the Black Sox. There's been a lot of runs in the last one inning of baseball as Jurovich goes down 0-2. And he'll take that outside pitch for ball one. That pitch can be swung on, popped up high to the first baseman. Chavez will be under it for the first out. Walcheck is the one who fielded that third out more bottom in the top of this inning. His last at bat. Fouled a pitch off of his leg. Later got on base in that at bat with a hit. Stole third base and scored a run. And he's going to attempt to bunt, so his leg looking a lot better. Good to see that he's doing all right. One count. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Another pop up to the first baseman, and Chavez gets another catch in foul territory on back-to-back batters. Gotta love how hot and cold baseball is. Last inning, Islanders sent 7 runs home, and this one, 2 outs to start the inning as Nolan Friend steps to the plate, and he's going to ground the ball to the shortstop. He's got a little bit of speed, but it's not going to be enough to get him. And after that big inning for the Islanders in the bottom of the second, they'll go down in order in the third. Scores 10-6, Islanders lead. Heading into the fourth. Reitmeyer stays on the mound here for the top of the fourth. Preston steps to the plate. Pitch going to be way up for ball one. Been some music playing in between innings. I don't know exactly who or where it's coming from. Enter Sandman by Metallica playing this last half inning, this last break. That pitch going to be up yet again for ball two. And there's going to be a ground ball straight to Walczak. That'll be an out. B. Chavez stepping to the plate. First pitch from Reitmeyer. Going to be swung on and missed for strike one. A 1 pitch. Going to be swung on and missed again. So quickly, Chavez goes down 0-2 for Reitmeyer. Pitch gonna miss inside in the dirt. It's gonna be a ball most of the time. Maybe sometimes you'll get a Javier Baez type swing on one of those. And a swing and a miss. Strike three. Hall steps to the plate. First pitch from Reitmeyer. Up for ball one. Said that exact same thing when Preston stepped to the plate to start the inning. That's going to be a ground ball, this time to the shortstop. Hake makes a really nice play, throws just a little bit offline. It'll go out of play. So what could have been a 1-2-3 inning has a runner on second base with 2 outs. Pate steps to the plate, and I've said that for both of his last 2 plate appearances now, and I swear I am not meaning to rhyme, as that pitch was inside, called a strike. Oh, it's going to be grounded. It's going to be between Friend and Hake. No runner of score. Hall just goes to third. Friend decided he was going to make sure no one went home. So now runners on the corners with 2 outs. Borden comes to the plate. That That pitch going to be outside for a ball. That pitch going to be swung on and missed. Helm's going to throw it over to second, and it'll be out by a mile over at second base. Wanted to make sure he got the tag on him, and he did. So after an inning, a bottom and top of the inning where both teams combined for 12 runs, Islanders scored 7 and Black Sox scored 5. Both teams are unable to score and capitalize on their momentum. 10-6 the score heading into the bottom of the fourth. So now the Islanders get another chance at it. Here, bottom of the fourth inning. Austin Lynn stepping to the plate. That ball is going to be grounded to the third baseman. Throw over to first, going to miss. And Lynn's going to head over to second. Ball stays in play. So, maybe a little bit of payback for the throwing error that got, I believe it was Hall to second base in the last inning on what otherwise would have been an out. So now Clayton steps to the plate. Throw. Hall is going to be fouled off down the third base side. A 1 delivery. Swung on, going to be hit high out into left field. Fielder keeps backing up. It's going to be a tag, and a runner goes to third, and it'll be safe there. With 1 out, there's a runner on third for the Islanders. Now, Austin Lynn's aggressive base running turned an error and a fly out into a runner at third base. Now Carter Helm steps to the plate. That pitch going to be in there for a strike. Some of the kids outside the press box did not agree with that call. I think it did catch the outside part of the plate, and that swing going to be blooped out into center field for a hit. Run scores. Now the Islanders lead 11-6. For real this time. That pitch going to be in there for a strike to Reese. That pitch going to be swung on, hit out into right field. Going to get down. And that's going to be a 3-bag hit and an RBI for one of 2 Reeses on the Islanders. The next one will come up after Hake, just 2 spots away from each other in the batting order when it turns over.
You scored 2 this inning?
I believe so, yes. That pitch going to be in there for a strike to the shortstop striker, Hake. That pitch going to be fouled back. Now striker down, 0 balls, 2 strikes. That pitch going to be popped up under left field. Going to be caught for the 3rd out. Islanders come across with a couple. They lead 12-6. This ones will come up and fix it. Hold on, I can just check game changes.
Did they get 2 pop-outs?
Game changer saying 11-6. So the runner that was on third must have gotten that and I missed it.
I guess so.
Dang. There's only so much I can see. Suppose I made an error that last inning. I said a run came across when it did not. The Islanders only came across with 1 that last inning, lead by 5. 11-6 is your score. Meyer stays on there for 3rd inning. I guess he came in the 3rd, so this wouldn't be his 3rd complete inning, but it's the 3rd total inning of the game for him. That pitch misses for ball 1. That pitch can be swung on and missed for strike 2. Borden at the plate for the Black Sox, 1-1 count. Will be swung on, hit out into center field. No shift applied, so no infielder was there. I don't know that they would have been able to get to it regardless. It was a really well hit line drive. Right where it needed to be, out into center field for a base hit. Jennings steps to the plate. Runner on first base, down by 5. Top of the 5th inning here. That pitch can be high, ball 1. Jennings has had a few really good at-bats so far this game. he'll take a strike there. That ball going to be grounded down the first base line. I mentioned that a lot of foul balls get pulled. He hits that one the opposite way. Reitmeyer delivers that pitch, going to be popped up down the third base, or first base side, I should say. I believe that one went out of play. Now, Reitmeyer will step back on the mound. 1-2 count to Jennings. That one's going to be way inside. It's going to hit off the elbow guard of Jennings. Move the runner over to second. Elliott steps to the plate. Coach Munns comes out. I believe he's arguing that Jennings tried to lean into the pitch rather than it just hitting him. Argument's not gonna convince the umpire, but just wanted to plead his case. And that's gonna be a bunt attempted back into the glove of the catcher, which I believe we have someone else back there now. Another bunt attempted. Runner tries to go to third, and it'll be tagged out there. Runner does go to second with no one covering, but the out at third is retrieved. Heads up play by the Islanders. And Corey Reese specifically, the catcher behind the plate now. It was a 1-2 count to Elliott. That pitch. Gonna miss. Ball 2. Count even. Reitmeyer lines, delivers, swung on, missed for strike 3, dropped, but the out is recovered at first base. So now with 2 outs, Phillips, the leadoff man, steps up to the plate. Not leading off this inning, but led off the game. Is in the 1 spot for the Black Sox today. First pitch swung on, missed for strike 1. As if the first pitch could be strike 2. First pitch is swung on and missed. It will always be strike 1. That is no exceptions to that one. That pitch going to be swung on for a foul ball, and that'll be strike 2. There are some exceptions to that one. Sometimes if a pitch is fouled off, it won't be a strike if it is already after strike 2. That pitch going to be low for ball 1. And the only exception there is if the umpire calls it a strike. That pitch going to be swung on, fouled back. There's the case in point about foul balls. And through 2 strike counts, that does nothing to the count. Still 1-2. That one's going to be in the dirt. Evens the count. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second base. 6-11 is the score. That pitch going to be popped up. Shortstop Hake's going to be there for the out. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. No runners come across for the Black Sox from that one. And in Division I NCAA baseball today, we had some teams advance to Super Regionals. Florida beat Oklahoma State in Stillwater. Florida advanced. Evansville, the 4 seed in the Greenville Regional, beat the 16 overall seed East Carolina to advance. Oregon State defended their home field against UC Irvine. They advanced. And then North Carolina defended their home field against LSU, and they'll advance and host a Super Regional. UConn and Oklahoma are currently in the 3rd inning of their game. No runs have scored in that one. I'll try and keep you guys updated. Now back to this game. First pitch going to be swung on out into center field. It's going to be caught by the shortstop, Kyle Reese, attacking early in the at-bat. Now Jurovich steps to the plate. Been an Islander for a few years. I think I mentioned that his first at-bat, but it's still cool to see guys come back. Especially when there's a lot of turnover on teams like this. That first pitch will be in there for a strike. That first pitch will be outside 1-1 is the count. That pitch can be swung on, hit deep out into left center field. It's gone! Gavin Jurovich knocks it out of the park. Adds another run to the Islanders' total, makes it a 12-6 ball game. That'll be the first home run on the island of the season from any team. This is the home opener. Yurovich drives one over the fence. Ball check. Just taking all the way on ball one. That first pitch is going to be outside. Ball two. That pitch going to be grounded. Bare hand play by the pitcher. Going to get the out over at first to Chavez. Said it was a bare hand play by the pitcher. It was a really soft grounder from Walchek, so wasn't really putting himself in any danger by doing that. Pardon me. Nolan Friend steps up to the plate. Feels at home here. That ball be in there for strike one. Nolan played high school baseball down here at Riverside Park. So did I. Nolan and I were in the same class at Kingman High School. That pitch will be in the dirt. 1-2 count now. That pitch going to be belted out to left field. Is another one gone? It is. Nolan Friend, second homer of the game for the Islanders. Second homer of the inning for the Islanders. And those cars out beyond that left field fence might need to watch out. The ball seems to be attracted over there. It's surrounding a ground out by Wallachek. 2 home runs go out to left field, and there's going to be another drive into left field. That one's just going to be a base hit. But Lynn gets on base, keeps the inning alive for the Islanders. Another first pitch swing from the Islanders. Clayton is just going to foul it back. Foul it back behind him. It was more over down the first base side, but was still over to the backstop. And that pitch going to be way outside. Catcher couldn't grab it. Lynn's going to move over to second base. He's had a really good day as base running, I'm going to be honest. Just been in all the right spots where he needs to be. Gives the Islanders just a little bit of an edge when you get a guy like that running the bases really well today. As Clayton takes ball 2. That pitch going to be fouled back. So now a 2-2 count. 2 ball, 2 strike, 2 out. Here, bottom of the 5th for the Islanders. That pitch going to miss. Ball 3. Really good take there by Clayton. It was close, but runs the count full. Clayton swings on it. Flies it out to left. Fielder is there for the 3rd out. But a couple of home runs give the Islanders 2 extra. 13-6 your score heading into the 6th. to start bringing one. Or put my back down here so I wasn't laughing for this. Oh, maybe I should have just came up here and sat on my back. I believe this is the 4th inning in relief for Reitmeyer today. He's pitched pretty well. It was a little bit of a rough start, but he came on with the bases loaded in the 3rd and came out clean. I believe he's given up 1 run actually in the few innings since. That pitch going to be outside, ball 1 to Hansen. It'll be ball 2. That one's going to be low, ball 3. So a quick 3-0 count to Hansen to lead off the inning. Reitmeyer fires. That one is going to be in there for strike 1. Looks like it caught the bottom corner of the plate. Oh, that one's up and in. Hits Hansen. Luckily caught him on the shoulder or the upper arm and didn't get up to his head area. So he'll just trot to first with no real damage done. I mean, it's probably going to hurt getting hit by a pitch most of the time, but nowhere near as bad as it could have been. So now Preston comes up to the plate with the runner on first, nobody out. That pitch going to be inside, ball 1. Might have been more low than it was inside, but it's a ball regardless. That pitch going to be swung out. Deep right field. It's going to stay in. It's going to be a double. And the runner's going to have to hold at third. A really good play defensively by the Islanders there. By Reese out in right field. Couldn't get the ball to catch it, which is fair considering it was hit almost all the way to the fence. But no runs come across there as Chavez steps to the plate. Runners on second and third, still nobody out. 13-6 is the score as they'll swing and miss. Foul tip that first pitch. Reitmeyer has that pitch swung on, hit out into center field. That first runner scores, and that second runner scores. 2 runs come across on that play as Chavez drives in. 2 runs. It's a 5-run game yet again. And Coach Munns comes in. Talk to Reitmeyer. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the last we see of him just because he's been going a little while. Also, wouldn't be surprised if he stayed in, just because he's been dealing. And it does look like he's going to go off the mound. Can't quite see who they're bringing in. It looks like Nolan Friend comes out of the dugout. friend homered just last inning. He's going to come in, try to prevent the Black Sox from doing the same thing. Or scoring runs in any way. I'm sure he'd be happy with one home run rather than 6 or so runs scored by other teams. Stepping up to the plate is Hall. Runner on first base. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. That pitch is going to be swung on, fouled back for strike 1. That ball is going to be low. That'll be 1-1. The pitch going to be in there for a strike. Pitch fouled over the first base side. Still 1-2. Pitch going to be inside. Evens the count up. That pitch going to be low. Ball 3. Count worked full. Now Hall has an opportunity. He's going to swing at the ball. Center fielder comes in. Second baseman goes back. Wall check. Makes the catch. Runner stays at first. So 1 out now. Runner on first. Pate steps up to bat. I say he was stepping up to the plate that time. I had restraint. That pitch going to be grounded down the third base line. It's going to be foul. That pitch going to be low for ball 1. It's going to be fouled back for strike 2. One-two count, 1 out runner on first. Top of the 6th inning, Islanders lead 13-8. Hall at the plate, Pate up to bat for the Black Sox. That pitch is going to be upstairs. Evens the count at 2. That one's going to be swung on, hit out into center field yet again. This one deeper, but still an out. Jurovich makes the catch. Gordon comes up to the bat. That pitch going to be a little bit upstairs, I believe, for ball one. That one's going to be inside, ball two. Thing that is really interesting to me about the Jayhawk League, especially the Islanders, is that a lot of the players seem to be two-way guys who pitch and hit at least while they're here. As that runs the count to 3-1. That pitch can be swung on out into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Runner's going around second. Looked like Reese had trouble gathering the ball. Runner advanced to third. Here's Jennings to the plate. Swung on, missed, strike one. I don't know how long the Wichita Black Sox have been incorporated. I know a lot of the teams in the Jayhawk League and the NBC in general has been around for a while, but I don't know if their team name is intentionally referencing the 1918 Chicago White Sox, who has been given the nickname of the Black Sox. I don't know if they're from before or after that, but Black Sox, if you guys don't know, as a run comes across with the base hit, was a team that won the World Series, but I believe they threw the World Series, actually, my bad. And many of their players got in trouble for intentionally losing baseball games because it threatened the integrity of the game, which, yeah. And we've seen a little bit of threatening of the integrity of the game with Shohei Ohtani's interpreter, and then there was another player earlier today for the Padres who got in trouble for potentially sports betting, as that pitch is foul. So yeah, the state of baseball can improve from where we're at right now. And the team name just reminded me of that scandal back a century ago, but that's strike three, and Friend gets out of the inning. But not before the Black Sox come across with a run. It's now a 4-run game. Islanders lead 13-9.
much for Valor. Right.
Just a quick update on the NCAA Division I baseball regionals. The Yukon Huskies have taken a 4-0 lead on the Oklahoma Sooners, being in the 4th inning. There's no U fan that I go to school with. I'm in a group chat with many of them, and he is kind of going through it right now. But it's only the 4th inning for them. Still a chance to stay alive for the Sooners. Speaking of 4-run games, Islanders lead 13-9. Helm comes to the plate. 1-0 pitch comes home and will be outside. Ball 2. The pitch going to be swung on, grounded out to short. And the throw is going to be not in time. First baseman couldn't pick the ball cleanly regardless, but I think Carter got there anyway. Could be an error or a base hit, but I'd personally probably lean towards giving him a hit for that one. But I'm not the scorer, so my opinion doesn't matter. Pitch. When to the plate. First pitch was fouled off. Nolan runs. And he's going to have to go back, and that did not sound pretty for someone's car.
I think it was the same one twice.
0-2 pitch. Way outside, ball 1. Pickoff attempt over to first base, which would make sense. Friend did just try to steal. And that pitch going to be popped up into the infield. It's going to be caught by the shortstop for the first out. Brings Hake to the plate. Home over at first base. There's a line drive over to first. Caught by the first baseman, and he'll beat him to the bag. Unassisted double play to end the inning. Islanders still lead at 13-9 heading into the 7th. Friend will remain on the mound. Stepping up to the plate to lead off the inning is the leadoff man himself, Phillips. Friend deals. First pitch in there for strike one. That pitch swung on, fouled off to the right side. Oh, 2 pitch. Gonna be just a little bit up high. 1-2 now. Friend delivers. Hit high. Out into left center field. It's gonna be caught by Yurovich, the center fielder, for the first out. Hansen steps to the plate. Friend deals. Ball misses. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. It's low. Here's 2-0. And there for a strike. That one's way up. 3-1. Now the count. That one's gonna miss. Up high, ball 4. Now runner on first with 1 out. Preston steps to the plate. Black Sox trail by 4 here in the top of the 7th inning. Pitch. In there, strike 1. And pitch misses. Friend fires. Hit high out into center field. That's going to grab it. So now 2 outs. Runner still on first. Now Chavez to the plate. That pitch going to be low. Ball 1. That pitch going to be swung on. Foul tipped. First strike. Islanders. This is their home opener, but they have played 2 games against the Wichita Dirtbags. They won both. That pitch swung on, missed. 1-2 count now. And the pitch, it's up. 2-2. 2 ball, 2 strike, 2 out. Top of the 7th inning, Islanders lead 13-9. Chavez at the plate for the Black Sox. Chavez hits it high into the infield. Looks like Friend's just going to take it himself, and he will for the 3rd out. Islanders lead 13-9 as no runs come across. Stepping up to the plate is Right Meyer. I believe it was the first time we've seen him at the plate today. He was on the mound for a few innings earlier. That one's outside. Ball 1. That one swung on, hit directly to the shortstop. A good swing. Just couldn't quite get it where he wanted it to, which was pretty much anywhere else. Yurevich now to the plate. Yurevich in his last at bat went yard out to left field. First pitch on the inside, ball 1. Next pitch, low, just catches the bottom of the zone. Strike 1. 1 pitch. It's going to be in the dirt. Ball 2. That one's way outside. 3-1 count now to Jurovic. Not really attacking him as he's shown the damage he can do, and gets a good piece of that one, but fouls it back. Now full count. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Islanders lead 13-9. Kevin Jurovic at the plate. And there's a ground ball down the third base line. It's going to be foul. Just down the line. Just foul. It was literally 1 degree to the right. It would have been fair. But instead, we'll go back to a full count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit out into center field, and Jurovic has another hit. I think we can safely say Walczak is not too bothered by fouling that ball off his leg earlier. Might still be feeling it, not really showing many signs. And he hasn't for, well, I mean, since immediately after it happened. That pitch going to be in there for a strike. That one's going to be outside, ball 1. Walczak, as I mentioned earlier, Indiana State commit. That one's in there for a strike. Not too many D1 players on the Islanders roster. Had a couple of guys from Wichita State. That pitch going to be a ball and a pick attempt back at first base. It's going to be unsuccessful as Jurovic gets back. So 2-2 count now. Pitcher fires. It's going to be grounded to shortstop. It's going to be a double play ball, and it's going to be a double play. Great job by the shortstop, stepping on second and then firing over to first. Walczak stumbled coming out of the batter's box. Couldn't get to first as quickly as he would have liked. Islanders still lead 13-9 heading into the 8th inning. That one was the 7th inning. New pitcher on the mound for the Islanders, Colby Gehrens. If you want to take a wild guess at where he attends college, you'd probably be right. It's Cloud County. First time Islander. First pitch swung on, fouled off. Fell off the top of the netting. Behind home plate. That pitch outside. Ball one. That one's going to be in the dirt. 2-1 count. Oh, I believe that Hall's bat may have broken on that. I'm not entirely sure how, but he didn't swing at that pitch. He did not swing at that pitch, and yet his bat somehow broke. I don't know if it hit the ground and just bounced weird and broke his bat. I don't know if I've seen anything like that. That ball's up. Ball 3. That one's going to miss for ball 4. Pate steps up to bat. That pitch, gonna miss. Ball 1. That pitch hit high out into left center field. Looks like Jurovich is gonna have it, and he does. One out now. Borden comes to the plate. Black Sox going to need to get something going if they're wanting to not be down to their last 3 outs in order to score 4 runs. Islanders wouldn't even be in a safe situation, although a 4-run game in a 9-13 game feels a lot closer than, say, it'd be a 5-1 game. That pitch misses. 2-0 count now. Fires. Misses again. 3-0. Borden has a 3-0 lead here. And make that a 4-0 lead. It will take a 4-pitch walk. Runners now on first and second with 1 out here, top of the 8th. Islanders do lead 13-9. Black Sox trying to get something going here. Jennings steps up to the plate. That pitch gonna miss. Another ball. Ball 1. That one. In there for a strike. Pardon me. That pitch gonna be high for ball 2. Two one count now. Scarum fires. 2-2 now. It's the pitch. Outside for a ball. Full count. Pitch up. Ball 4 loads the bases for the Black Sox. Potential tying run comes to the plate. And the potential hook comes for Gurns. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Elliott, the batter now. Gurns just can't find the strike zone. I'd say as that ball goes high for ball 2. Gurns fires. Up, ball 3. Rio count now. To Elliott. Gotta assume he's just taking this one all the way. And especially on a pitch that's up and in like that, Gurns walks in a run. Score now 13-10, and now I believe we're getting a pitching change for the Islanders. Looks like Walchek is preparing to go on the mound. Trying a couple hop step pitches before just warming up. Wonder if that leg is still bothering him a little bit. Wanted to make sure his stride felt good. Walchek is one of the players that I was really surprised to see come out to pitch last year when he first went onto the mound, because he's a really productive hitter. And like I said earlier, one of the things that I like about the Islanders is they're willing to test out to see who can pitch as well as hit, because their roster size is not that of a college team or a Major League Baseball team or even a high school team. That pitch in there for a strike. Nice change of pace. Now 1, gonna miss outside. 1-1 count. Walchek deals. That one's low. 2-1. Here's the pitch. It's going to be in there for a strike now. 2-2 to Phillips. Two pitch. Gonna miss. Run the count full. Now full count. Payoff pitch to Phillips. Swung on, hit high, out into left field. Maybe closer to center field. It'll be caught by the infielder. And no one's going to be able to advance. It was shallow pop-up. Now 2 outs takes away the sacrifice. Hansen steps up to the plate. 3-run deficit now for the Black Sox. Bases are loaded. Pitch in there for a strike. That one misses outside. Ball 1. Walchek fires. That one's low. Hits the backstop. Reese quick to cover up. Two-one count here to Hansen. Swung on, fouled down the third base line. Here any cars get absolutely shattered, which has happened a couple times, so it's nice that there might not be any dents on that one. Cars are not parked too far away. Luckily, I took my bike down to the ballpark, so I'm not in much danger of any insurance problems. The count runs full. Runners go. Ball hit out into left field. It's good drifting foul, and it'll land foul. Runners going to go back to where they were. Full count, 2 outs to Hansen. He got a good swing on that ball, just hooked foul, just out of the reach of the left fielder. Runners go again, and that ball will land. That's going to be a couple runs. And the throw gets away from the first baseman, and we have a tie ball game. A 9-run deficit at one point, erased. As the Black Sox keep fighting and now have a chance to take the lead. Runner on second, still 2 outs. Preston comes to the plate. That one fouled back. Strike one. That one's going to be fouled off to the third base side. Looked like that pitch was a little bit inside, where he stuck his bat out to protect himself a little bit. But either way, it counts 0-2. That one's in there. Called strike 3. Tie ball game after 7.5. Islanders will have a chance to take the lead again with one that they've had since the first inning until the Black Sox just now tied it at 13. The score. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Now the Islanders have the opportunity to try and go ahead again in the 8th inning before the 9th. Nolan Friend leads it off. It's one of 2 Islanders with a homer today. Him and Gavin Yurovich both blasted one out to left field a couple innings ago. A pitch outside. Count runs to 1-1. That one grounded down to the shortstop. Throw to Hopper. Not in time. Infield hit for Nolan Friend. Better throw could have gotten him, but good hustle by Friend to get there. Austin Lynn now to the plate. That one's outside part of the plate, I guess. Called strike. Ball outside for real that time. That one outside. Runner goes, and the throw's just offline. Friend gets second base. Two one pitch. Can be in there for a strike. Some umpire likes to pause before he makes his call. Just a little bit of dramatic effect. And that one was no delay. Called strike 3. Sends Lynn back to the dugout. Clayton now to the plate. A pitch. In there, strike 1. That one grounded down the third base line. Foul. Oh, 2 pitch. It's going to be low in the dirt. It's going to roll away from the catcher. Friend goes to third. One-two pitch to Gerns. Swung on, lined out to left field. It's going to be a hit. At least one bag. Looks like he's going to get 2 out of it. Round second. Does not go to third. Probably the right choice. RBI double from Gerns gives the Islanders the lead. Carter Helm steps to the plate with 1 out. A ball low, ball 1. Umpire issued a warning to the pitcher, I believe. A couple of times taken in a row. 1-0 count. Make that 2-0 as that ball misses outside. That ball going to be in there for a strike. Don't think Helm liked the call, but it is what it is. 2-1. Pitch swung on, hit high into center field, caught by the center fielder, and Gerns is going to stay at second. Good choice because that throw from center was really good. Would have gotten him. Now to the plate comes Reese. Started the game as the right fielder. Ended up behind the plate. The pitch. Fired. Hit high out into left field. No one can get it. Runner goes home. And Reese goes into second with the bloop RBI double out into left field. Wasn't a traditional bloop. It looked a little bit better. Just a little bit farther to the left than most would be, but either way, a couple defenders had a chance at it. Neither of them got it. Plate striker Hake. No one's in there for a strike. The one pitch on its way, swung on and missed. Strike two now to striker Hake. And that ball grounded out to first base. And that'll do it for the 8th inning. Heading to the 9th, the Islanders have a 2-run lead. Gonna try and put them away. Walchek stays on the mound, looks to get his save. Two-run lead for the Islanders. 3 outs away from a hard-earned victory on a game that looked like it could be a cruise control victory for the Islanders. Wichita's fought back. Chavez going to lead off the inning for the Black Sox. And here we go with the 9th inning. Swung on and missed the first pitch for strike. A 1 pitch from Walchek in the dirt. Walchek not too happy with his location on that pitch. Oh, that one runs way inside. They're going to say it hit. Chavez. I don't think even Chavez thought he got hit, but umpire said he did, so we'll go to first base. Definitely makes sense that he would have. That pitch was basically right where his body was. I thought it missed him just barely. Was that pitch in there for a strike on Hall? Nobody out, one runner on first. 2-run deficit for the Black Sox here in the top of the ninth. That foul ball goes down the first base line. Now 2-strike count. Walcheck gonna look to put him away here. Try and get him to chase maybe. Has a couple balls to work with. Although I will say the patience this game has been really good. That pitch swung on, foul tip. Still 0-2. Pitch to Hall. Swung on, hit out into left field. It's going to be caught. 1 out now. Runner on first. Ground ball could end it. As Pate comes up to the plate. I just did the rhyming thing again. It's not intentional, I swear. Maybe I should make it intentional. I'm not going to try and come up with other words that rhyme because I am bad at poetry. That pitch misses for ball 1. That one misses up high. Maybe a little bit inside. Ball 2. (2-0) count. Islanders lead 15-13, top of the ninth with 1 out. That one's in there for a strike. (2-1) count. Walcheck fires. In there for a strike. Evens the count at 2. That one, a called strike on a pitch that looked way inside. But a strikeout is a strikeout. So now, I'd say a lucky break here for the Islanders. They have a 2-run lead. Tying run's still at the plate. That one's going to be low. Ball 2. One's going to miss. Now a 3-0 count. Pitch to Borden. Walcheck fires. Grounded out to short. And he'll step on second base, and the Islanders win it. 15-13, your final score. Credit to the Black Sox for battling back, but the Islanders hang on. What a game. Islanders keep their undefeated season alive as they start 3-0. We'll be back tomorrow on the island for a game against the Kansas Curve. With that, I've been Ashton Tanner. So long and good night from the island.